What's up, y'all?
Hey, y'all.
Welcome back to another episode of Who All Gonna Be There podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. How are y'all feeling, besties?
It's March. Y'all know it's March? It's March.
It is March.
Y'all know what happens in March, right?
It's a few months away from my birthday month. Hey, it's my month.
She gonna take you out.
It is now officially 20 days to my birthday. 20. So everybody fall in line. Get on notice. March 23rd is the day a queen is born. Yes, Mary. Let them know. Let them know.
She is a mother.
Listen, I'm ready.
I'm cracking up. That's funny. But y'all, how are y'all feeling? How was y'all weekend? What y'all do?
Shoot.
What did I do this weekend?
I feel that. I don't know.
I went to my cousin's house. My little sister danced her last game at college.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then the next day she went to try out for a professional team and she made it.
And did. Shout out to
Shout out to my little sister because she randomly decided to pick up dance and 2 years ago? 2 years ago.
Mm.
And she just tried a professional team and she made it. Boop, boop.
Dang.
Come on, Black history.
Stop.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
What up, Cam?
Wait, hold on. Why Mary said this episode could have been an email?
We were talking about that right before this.
Not that. It could have been a text. It ain't even worth pulling up Gmail, Yahoo.
Man, this is going to piss me off. The one thing they hyped up last episode, this is the second time they've done this, is a freaking seer. They're like, oh, we're going to have the seer. You're going to know who wins it and who's going to get asked. It ain't no seer. They did a competition, and all we saw was, gosh dang, Brittany get recruited, 1 kill, a competition that led to nothing, and a banishment who no one got banished from yet. Good cliffhanger, though. Good cliffhanger.
It was a great cliffhanger. I'll give them that. Peacock, y'all get y'all 10s for...
Terrible cliffhanger. No, I do not agree with none one of these men's. Terrible cliffhanger. Do not.
No, it's terrible.
I love me a cliffhanger. I love me.
No, Tree, I'm with you. It's terrible. I hate it because I was texting to one of my friends, Kia. I don't know if Kia's listening, but I was on the edge of my seat with this vote. I know we jumping ahead, but I was just like, oh my gosh, what's about to happen with this? And then it goes to a cliffhanger. I'm like, y'all sons of guns. Like, how dare you do that? But they smart because they know the traffic for next week episode is about to be jumping through the roof. For the first 5 minutes at least.
The funny thing is about these shows, we're on episode 10. Everyone that would have left has left already. So everyone that's on this train is going to finish the train. But I still love me a cliffhanger. Leaves us waiting and something to talk about. Gosh, 5 minutes into
the haters, the Danielle haters, they coming to see. They got pitchforks. They ready for her. They think they coming to her crucifixion next week. Okay.
I think we might be, but
we'll talk about it.
You think so? I don't.
Before we get there, we must discuss how we got there. So, they left us on the little cliffhanger with Brittany potentially getting recruited, which we know she have no choice. So Danielle reveals that she's a traitor to Brittany. Brittany laughs. Brittany, of course, in Brittany fashion, she just busts out laughing like, girl, this thing, you run around this castle all night, ripping and running, pretending to be scared. And this whole time it's you. She recruits her and they get into the turret. Danielle is on cloud 12, baby. She's like, I got my girl in here with me. Hey. And they actually did something that the Traitors have yet to do all season. Y'all, do y'all know what that word is?
Oh my gosh. There's teamwork in this show.
They actually used teamwork. They actually strategized.
That's bonkers.
They actually bounced ideas off of each other and weighed the pros and cons.
See, they did that, but y'all think they got to the wrong decision?
I do.
Yes.
I do. I do.
Look at that, using
Yes.
95% of their
Yes.
brain power together, and might have been the wrong decision.
Who would y'all would have
Yeah.
voted out?
Oh, I would have taken out Ivor, honestly.
Okay. Yes, 100%. Like when they went into the thing, I was like, well, Ivor, duh.
Yeah.
And then they was like, well, I was like, oh my God.
Because at first I was thinking Gabby, but I was like, no, leave her in there because y'all can banish her. Ivor, ain't nobody ever banishing him.
I mean,
well.
I mean,
It would have been Ivor or Tom for me, honestly.
Right. So I'm with you. Did you think they did the right choice, Eli?
I don't think so, but looking at the results, I don't think anything changes. If Ivor was voted out or if Tom was voted out, I don't think it mattered, but I don't know. It's 50-50. And of course, I'm viewing it in the lens of results oriented.
The only reason why I said I would have felt better with them getting rid of Ivor and leaving Tom in the game is because Tom is already unpredictable. People already don't trust him, his antics. They brought up the point about him trying, going with Carolyn, trying to protect Carolyn. That was an easy way to kind of push him being the traitor. I think that would have made Dylan more likely to vote him out. Although Dylan was pretty concrete going into this episode. He was voting out Danielle. Mm-hmm. But I think it would have been easier to paint Tom more of a target than anything as opposed to, doing it to Gabby to Dylan. And so I think they had more evidence to kind of throw Tom under the bus to me. Mm-hmm. And of course, we know Dolores would have been going after him too. So, and he probably would have wasted a vote on Dolores at the table too. So they votes they needed to banish Gabby if they so chose to do that, right? Because he would have threw a rogue vote again, I think.
Okay, I have to go back real fast because I'm gonna forget if I don't say it now. In the beginning, y'all have to go back and look at this unless I'm tripping. So in the very beginning, before Danielle revealed herself, like, "Hey, it's me." Mm-hmm. I don't know if y'all noticed, but did y'all see Brittany's hair? With the edit that we saw, it looked like Brittany had a hood on, and then had took it off. So what I wonder is if they ran that. Let's run the edit back again because I was like, why her? Because the first thing I looked at, I said, why her look like she had a hood on when she not a traitor yet?
Yeah, she had a hood on. I think I forget if that's what you were saying.
When she first came in, did she have a hood on?
Oh,
yes, she did. Right? She did have a cloak on. They gave her a cloak to put on, I think.
But didn't Danielle put the cloak on her? If I'm not tripping,
she did. Yes, she came in there with one.
And she was just regular.
Oh, you know what? Then you are so right.
Danielle gave her the cloak and she put it on in. But to Tracy. Me, okay, I was right. I don't think me being right.
You're right.
Like, girl, why your hair a mess like you had on a cloak when you don't have on?
Because didn't they not hand her something to put on, the cloak to put on when she left got the note initially?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, okay. So
all I know during that interaction, yeah, she had her little pink blouse on, whatever.
I'm about to go look. Work on the edit. Not I paid attention for once.
Speaking of look this episode, Gabby,
baby, outfit 10s. Give it to her. 10 across the board.
10.
I heard her raise her hands though, and she said, "Nah." I forget who said something. They said, "Oh, you can't lift your arms up, Kenny." She said, "No."
So Kim said when Brittany laughed, was she laughed because she was happy she was a traitor and it was Danielle, or was she like because she's gonna backstab her again? I truly believe Brittany has no intention on betraying Danielle. I 1,000%.
I don't either.
Man, Brittany barely betrayed Danielle on the reindeer game.
Barely did.
Yeah, if we're being real about it.
Because Danielle had more than enough time to do that wheel. I'm sorry. Love you, Danny. But you just didn't do the wheel. Because Brittany ate the wheel up so fast, we was like, oh, wait.
People thought she was gone. Everyone was crying.
For sure. We was crying because she was on our team draft.
Was.
And then Mary said Dylan had to let Boston rob and why he can't do it for Danielle. Mary, I don't know why Dylan can't let it go. I think he just realized, I think he was so dumbfounded by Rob being a traitor. He just genuinely believed that Rob was not a traitor, and that because he was blindsided so bad, that he was so dumb, he felt, he like, I'm not letting anybody get the best of me. I don't care if it was my mama that was the traitor. I don't care if it was Zach himself that was the traitor. I will not look dumb on TV. I will get these traitors once and for all. It's kind of like a revenge thing for being fooled.
And shoot, it's also like, hey, I think he said it multiple times. It's like, hey, that's his childhood idol almost, where it's like he's big Survivor fan.
Mm-hmm.
And if Rob's one of the faces of Survivor, and so it's like, all right, I'm gonna rock with this guy because I just want to play this game with him.
Yeah.
Now, would he have cut him in the end? Who knows? Potentially, even though all the evidence was out there, and he still said, "Nope, I vote for Gabby." But I don't know. I don't blame him for not going after Rob. I also don't blame him for
it's just your angel. You keep if you that's the traitor angel, baby. Even if he really didn't believe he was a traitor, on the off chance that he was, I'm stick beside him.
And sure, he speaks that with Danielle. It's not like he says he dislikes Danielle. And of course, Mary said, "Oh, we just gotta let Danielle win." Which, you know, I respect that. I respect it. Root for who you want to root for, but yeah. I don't. He said it where it's like, man, I'm still alive and I'm tight with Carolyn and Danielle.
Because
I wonder why.
We knew that based on the game that Dylan has played, we know he should have been gone. I was on pins and needles. Him being on my draft, I was nervous for the boy because I'm like, they gonna take my boy out, but I know he's close with them, so I don't think they will take him out. So
it's similar to the Derek where Derek was, Derek Levasseur, where it's like, all right, he's solving traitors, and it's either your choice is get rid of them, or if you're tight enough with them, keep them. But if Dylan wasn't tight with the traitors, it's like, all right, you're too good. You were part of the Bob votes.
Yeah.
And then you ended up flipping on Carolyn and
too dangerous.
I don't know. Dangerous guy.
Mary said, I'm just if Danny doesn't win, then let Ivor win at the Oh no, ma'am. Mary, no ma'am.
Ivor and Dolores, we have a chance, y'all. We have a chance.
No, ma'am. Not them two. Anybody but them. You muted, Tree.
I didn't realize I was muted. If it ain't Danielle, it gotta be Brittany.
Yes.
Shoot. Speaking of Brittany, man, have we talked about how Tom got killed? We did, right?
We scratched the surface of it.
Well, Tom's dead.
Next.
Shout out to Tom. You know what? I'm a Tom supporter.
Yeah.
He filled his role on this show, and you know what? I feel like he did himself proud, and you know what? He did his thing.
I started to like him. You know, Tom was pissing me off the first few episodes. I'm like, Tom, you and your theories is getting on my nerves. But I think him voting for Dolores again at the Carolyn round table really sit me. It's like, sir, Dolores, why are we like even Dolores? I'm looking at, but at least Dolores on the side of the traitors, whether she know it or not. So I'm not even worried about her and her vote. But it's like, Tom, sir, let's please be serious for once in your life. But let's talk about Alan. Alan talked about for once he was faithful.
That was the shade, man.
Oh,
Alan is cold-blooded.
Funny.
And I love it.
And it was so fun to see everyone be like, oh yeah, Ivor's obviously dead. Like, rest in peace, my guy.
Yeah.
Watch through the door.
It was like, next.
They was like, what? When Ivor came in, I thought it was gonna be Gabby. I was like, for sure they was gonna keep Tom in there for that Dolores interaction, but
that's to be so that's honestly a tough part with being a traitor. Like, imagine sitting there and everyone's like, hey, this is an obvious kill, and you just have to sit there being like, oh, we ain't do that, but yeah, it's an obvious kill. Surely.
But see, sometimes is it the obvious faithful kill the best route? Sometimes, if they're gonna guess it, sometimes those are the ones you do need to kill. But also, it's probably best not to always kill the ones who they're going to expect you to kill because it keeps the game.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you need to You
Switch
need
it
to
up.
be getting somebody that everybody be like, huh?
Yeah,
What?
like
You know
when
what
they
I'm saying?
kill Bob H or Robin or Ian, for example. Like, why we kill Ian?
Right.
Because
I would have been vibing in the castle. She would have been vibing. Oh my
I
goodness.
loved Ian for the 2 seconds she was on our screen.
Not the 2 seconds. That's exactly how long it was. Two.
So you have to do those type of kills in there. You have to do those types. Just to keep the faithful on their toes. But anyway, so there was a lot of chatter after breakfast, people breaking off into their little 1s and 2s, because there's plenty of space in the castle now, right?
Break rooms.
One conversation that took place, I know Gabby and Danielle had a little bit of a conversation at the beginning, and it was really, you could feel the tension right then and there, building up. They sipping on, before they get
Danielle got her wellness shot, just sipping on it.
Yes. And you can say like they're talking like robots. It's like, oh, the sun's shining today. Yes, the weather is perfect. How did you think about dinner? What did you think about dinner last night? Oh, dinner was fantastic. That's the type of conversation they was having. It's like, y'all clearly
very forced.
Dude, at this point, I kind of wanted Danielle to like whisper in her ear, "Hey, I'm a traitor. You won't be able to convince anyone, though." I know she can't do that, but I would have loved if she like were able to talk her smack like that.
Even if she didn't say that, she can be like, "I know what you're trying to do. It ain't gonna work." Know that. Know that, and it's gonna be you that go home at the table.
Listen, so you know. Try me.
And then then they have Danielle goes to have a conversation with Dolores, and she's pretty much trying to frame Gabby and set Gabby up, because Dolores is kind of like, for me, it's either Gabby or Ivor. And so she's trying to point her in the direction of Gabby, and Dolores is picking it up. She's like, oh yeah, I'm down to vote out Gabby. Then you have Dylan and Ivor. They meet, the last 2 men. They like, oh, we can kind of meet in peace. Castle's so big, we can kind of meet like this now. And so they're discussing it, and Ivor's like, it's Danielle for me. That's who I'm voting out. It's clear.
Listen, quick, to the point.
And Dylan is just kind of like, I hate to think that it's Danielle. I want to believe her. I did vote with her because I trusted her over Carolyn and whatnot, but signs are just pointing to her, and I'm just going to keep an eye on her all day. He always going to keep an eye on somebody. One thing about Dylan, when he keep his eye on you,
you in trouble.
You in trouble.
Ooh, you in trouble. You in trouble.
And then we have a conversation, I believe. Who else had a conversation? Oh, Gabby and Brittany. And Gabby was kind of like, listen, girl, Danielle got you on a spell. It's time to wake up. She's a traitor. And Brittany, give her Emmy. She was like, oh my gosh, what if she is? Oh my God, I've been trusting her this whole game. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like,
boy, Big Brother trying to come in for that Emmy, huh?
Jesus.
Man, it was honestly fun to see Brittany kind of play this game. And I'm assuming she's been doing this the whole time, and like we're just seeing it from the edit perspective. But her just, one, writing for Danielle, but 2, also almost playing possum. Like, hey,
right.
Yeah. Even though I'm a traitor and I don't want to vote for Danielle, my reasoning is just because I can't. Like, not because I'm a traitor, because I already betrayed her and on a previous show and stuff like that. She's playing a good possum game.
Mm-hmm. And she's showing us every bit of why she would have made an excellent traitor this entire time if she had been picked one in the beginning. Because clearly she operates as a faithful. Like Cerie said, the best way to be a traitor is to be a faithful. And I think that's why Brittany makes, even though she only gonna be one for a pair of seconds.
A minute. A minute.
She's already doing it so well, right? So then, Alan announces the challenge and what they got to do for the challenge, which pretty meaningless, but it was a fun challenge. I like the idea. I would like to see a competition like this on Big Brother, where you got to win stack up points, and whoever has the most points at the end, kind of, and it's like threefold. but not too difficult like BB can be making it. You know, I like a threefold competition that's simple and efficient. And I think this was a simple, efficient competition, except that when it came to those dolls. So it was 3 parts. The first part was the clown's gonna show up with balloons. There's gold in some balloons. There's some charcoal in some other ones. Remember where the gold is while the clowns do their routine and they move and all the stuff like that. And you gotta pop the balloon.
They stole this from Mario Party. I swear, I seen this in Mario Party. It's a mini game.
Mario Party.
And I swear it is. I swear it is.
It is. And so the way it works is if you get a balloon, you get the gold added to your pot. And the person with the most money at the end of all the rounds is going to get the power of the seer, which he explains the power of the seer. And everybody's going for that, right? Well, they should be, because you got Danielle and Brittany like, I can't let these fables get that, because Brittany like, what's on the off chance they come ask me? And now I'm a traitor. And now I'm gone. You know? So, and Danielle's like, I refuse to let anybody get this power but me, especially Gabby, least of all. So I'm gunning for it. And of course, Dylan, you know, I didn't think about using this power the way he was going to use it, but I think it was a smart move, potentially, the way he wanted to use the power. He said if he wins the power of the seer, he's going to use it on the one he thinks is the faithful, so he can find out who he can trust 100%, which I think is smart to an extent, because it's like, you
Wouldn't
know,
be me. Are you a traitor? What?
Well, I mean, obviously you can ask you're going to say faithful or traitor, because either or you're going to get the answer, right? But he wants to find the faithful. He's not looking for, he didn't want to use the power to find a traitor. He wanted to find the faithful, so he's not wasting votes on someone who, you know, is a faithful, who he might think is a traitor. He wants to know who he can go into these round tables with in that potential circle of truth, 100% trusting, which can be an advantage, I think. So,
man, last week we were talking about, we need Tom to win it so he can use it on Dolores. Little did we know, Dylan's been sitting here and we need Dylan to win it, so he just has question marks. I'm gonna use it on Ivor, even though that's my dog. I know he's a faithful.
Right.
Oh man.
Or use it on Gabby or something like that.
Gabby would be a cool one.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who it would have been, because man, this guy did not even get one balloon.
And so the way it worked, the twist for this challenge was, if you got charcoal, not only do you not get money for that round, it takes all the money that you've accumulated to zero. So you could choose to keep going to try to gain more money each round and taking your chances with popping the balloons, or, then you get sit out and you done for the round if you get charcoal. And he got charcoal. So he was out.
Charcoal.
The next round was, so Danielle got money, Dolores got money, Ivor had money, Brittany had money. Everybody had money but him and Gabby. Or no, Gabby did, but then she got out. But then next round they went to, the
little shed cabin?
The dolls, right? Back to the dolls.
Oh yeah, when they pulled the little dolls. Yeah.
And so they pull the doll, and the doll creepily tells them how much money they get every time they spin it, but they gotta be
1,600. Old ass baby.
Too greedy.
Oh man. So
not the base.
It was literally like some twisted dolls. I'm like, I don't know about this challenge. In this challenge, Danielle walked away with more money. She got 2,000. I think Brittany and Dolores got 1,400. Ivor got too greedy. Gabby got too greedy, and Dylan also got too greedy, and so they balance went to zero.
Do y'all think that round one was too significant, or kind of, because the reason I say that is because Dylan and Gabby, they were down $1,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all kind of out of it at this point, no matter. And I think Dylan kept pulling because it's like, man, I need like 4,000 or something like that. Yeah.
I would have been pulling too.
I think I don't know if it was too significant. I think honestly, I feel like it should have been worth 100. It should have been reversed. The last one should have been worth 500. instead of 100 piece for the coins, maybe. Because those little coins, when he said the coins, the last one was find these coins in these pouches and put them in your cage, and they each worth 100. What they gonna do? They down 2,400. What is 100 coins? How many coins they gonna need to get? They gonna need 50 coins in order to try to
right.
And I guess with that being said, the moral of the story is don't get greedy once you're down. Once you have 0 points, just take a little 1,600, 1,400.
Take your little money and stay.
Just take the money and run. Cool it, Dylan. This time you're going to cool it, Gabby.
All right, dream girl.
Oh, listen, I'm just saying. They got greedy, and it was it for them. And so the only people going into the last round with significant amount of money, you have Brittany going in with what, 1,900, I believe. Dolores going in with 2,400, and Danielle going in with 2,500. And so I told Eli this before we started. I was like, I wish they would have put the dolls in a basket and had them pick out of it so we can see, just from a production standpoint. Because how did Danielle end up with the one with 2,000? You know, they get to go.
Because she had the specific one. They told her pull the string 4 times.
Hey, Ivor, go ahead and take that first seat for us.
Listen,
Right.
Y'all know how these reality shows work now.
Yeah.
Y'all know how it works.
Exactly. So that's why I was like, for transparency purposes, I'm always like, how can we make this seem more transparent to the viewers? And so I'm always trying to dispel any rumors of cheating, coaching, interfering.
Oh, they need to cheat more for Danielle. Thank you.
This is the same show where they win every
give it to Brittany
with 2 seconds left, and we're asking for transparency, Eric. Gosh.
Listen, I understand.
I don't want transparency if my faves are winning. Let's just.
Oh, don't get me wrong, because I'm gonna stand by some interference because everybody loves.
You don't know.
That's true, Josh. That is true. We don't know if they stop there. We'll never know. But I will say, listen, I'm all for my faves getting special treatment because everybody downplays Rachel winning Big Brother 2013, Big Brother 20. What am I trying to say?
Big Brother 13.
BB13. And baby, I'ma stick beside it. I don't care. Yeah, they gave up Pandora and did. Yup, sure did.
For sure.
Yep. I accept
She won it fair and square. Okay.
Because if they wanted Pandora's box, they should have crawled through them little sticky stuff in them donuts and won the HOH then. So
a win is a win.
A win is a win. I don't care.
Unless you're not my favorite, then you cheated.
Be Production's favorite next time. I guess that's the story.
Yeah. Be more likable.
Was Rachel the most No, I'm kidding. Rachel was the most entertaining. Oh man.
True.
So they walk away to the last challenge where they have to dig in these pouches. And Dylan talked about it was poop in there. Did it just smell like it, or was it actually poop in those bags?
I don't know, but I wouldn't have no coins.
I was just about to say I would have had you know what? If it's for a seer, if it's for a powerful power, I don't care.
Listen, I can do a lot, but I do have a thing with smells. And if something smells bad enough, I'm gonna puke. Like I can go through a lot, but y'all better hope I ain't ate nothing because I'm just. I can only do smell so much.
For me,
my kids poop, and I'm just like I'd be like, give me a minute. Like you think I can handle like random Ireland poop? Where they at? Oh, I never know where they at. Ireland poop? No, I don't want to smell that.
Because where is it from? What kind of poop? Whose poop?
Exactly. Is this an animal? Is this
why are we digging in it? Is this sanitary?
Right. Listen.
And Dylan talking about they got on his face, that would have been it for me. You get on my face.
What? Maybe it's mud and they had fart spray. That would have been more sanitary. Because that's something that I would be like, ooh, let's make them think it's
that fart spray is strong. I was working at high school last year.
I've never smelled it, but I heard it's terrible.
Oh my God. Somebody sprayed it at a high school I was working at last year. I can smell it now. It's so strong. That is so bad. It's like Oh my god!
It blows my mind that in this course, his kids that do this dumb mess. Like you do know you gotta smell it too, fam.
Yes.
Why
But
would you
here's the
spray that in
thing.
school? That's
And then
nasty.
I see the videos when they be spraying it before the cops get, those little fake videos and stuff, or before they partner and get in the car or friend. It's like it don't take 7 sprays. Like you trying to kill somebody.
This really tell you how this episode went. Because why are we talking 5 minutes about farting? This episode could have been an email. Yes, pull that back up. This episode could have been an email. There you go.
I mean, there are just so many different things going on. But anyway, so the challenge concludes. Everybody gets their baskets hoists into the air with their little $100 coins. And we are not told who won the power of the seer. Alan says that will be later after the banishment.
Because of why not? Because why not?
To make it interesting, I guess.
I'm telling you, only one thing happened. Tom got murdered. That's really it.
Literally.
Finale should be decent at least. You know what? Got a couple things going on in that finale.
And so
wait. Very important part of the show. How much money do they have as a group? Have they even went over that?
Have we even discussed the total pot? They don't know. Because they just be doing all type of stuff and whatever
it is.
What do you mean? The pot matters. It's going to be so significant that they didn't get it in the first episode. You remember when they went back early? That's going to be so significant.
That little $2,000 they didn't collect.
Exactly. Yes, the pot's so important in the show. I think it's going to be life-changing for someone.
There's like there was only 2 challenges this whole season that they didn't complete. So there's gonna be a total of a whopping $10,000. Woo! They're gonna compete for the last episode. Like, at least in the first season, child, they had to get back like $70,000 or like $100,000 back to their pot.
That's
and
absolutely
then
nuts.
season 2, they had about like $50,000 or something to add back. I have to go back and look, but this time, baby, they gonna be pinching pennies. They gonna be jumping out of helicopters and swimming through rivers to get pennies back into the pot. Is what it's gonna be looking like. Because they completed everything on time. So who knows? Then we get back to the castle, and this is where things start to get who gonna vote which way and how they gonna vote, and what this round table getting ready to look like. Because it shows us Danielle effectively setting up Gabby, but then we see them having a little standoff. I forgot to mention that earlier. This is what I need to clarify for the people. Because everybody's like, oh, Danielle was talking all that noise up in the confessional, how she gonna destroy Gabby. Gabby gotta get ready. And I told Trish this, I think. First of all, y'all are silly and y'all don't pay attention to editing. Because if you look at Gabby's confessional, everything that Gabby was saying was current because it was the exact same outfit. But if you look at what Danielle was saying, it was completely different from her outfit she had on. So that lets us know, if you pay attention, that was Gabby.
I was folding clothes.
Yeah, so she had on that white and black outfit that she had on. And
they be playing us.
So everything.
Hold on, let me hold you. I'm not gonna even lie. Like, I was folding clothes or whatever when I was listening, so of course I'm half paying attention. And I was like, "Damn, like you doing a lot, man. Like, what is And I was like, okay, I see what you're doing here.
Yeah.
But now that you say the edit, because I was like, "Dang, she really is talking a lot of smack."
Right, she was talking noise, like
she was like, "What you mad at?"
And I was like, "That was not even the same clothes." So. This is whoever she was saying to, it was not to her. It was more likely to Carolyn. And who it was more likely towards. Because it just don't match up. Because what you're saying now is not current. So she could have been talking about Gabby, but it was days ago. It wasn't today.
It might have been Gabby from the other day.
Could have been. Yeah. Could have been. And so I'm like, everybody's going to, and then at the table, it's like Gabby ate her up and she was talking all that, but she really wasn't talking all of that because it wasn't current, and it did not go with.
Gabby ate though. Gabby ate.
Oh,
Gabby ate.
Gabby did indeed eat. Before we get to her eating, we have pivotal conversations that happen. So, Dylan sits down with Danielle. They're talking, and he pretty much just confesses to her, like, "Hey,
That's not the same outfit.
Not the same outfit. Thank you for those watching. This is the outfit she had on. So if you're listening, come to 35 minutes.
I don't remember this outfit, actually, while we're really thinking about it.
She didn't wear it. That we know of. If she did, it was like way earlier in the season.
Way earlier in the game.
So that's how you know. Pay attention to editing. We do anyway, because we experts. But
I don't. They do. I'll take it. Join me in.
Let me look at Gabby's confessional, see if she had on the same thing.
She had on that beautiful outfit that she had on, looking good.
With them is out. Yes, girl.
And so
yeah, she was wearing that outfit.
I'm telling you, I was just stunned. I couldn't think. I was like, dang, she gonna show look good when she go home tonight. That's all I could think of. Like when they banish her, she's gonna look good doing it. Hey, if you gotta go out, look good doing it. But what was I saying? Oh, the conversations. So he sits Danielle down, and so she's talking. She's like, "Oh yeah, Gabby, this and that." And he's like, "I'm gonna hear her out," and there's just a lot of evidence, and so I could be voting you out tonight. And she's like, "Dylan, what?" Oh, girl, we at the vote dang there, Angie. It's good to see you though. We happy to have our sister Angie in the building.
Hey, Angie.
Check out Kiss My Cheeks TV on YouTube. She covers the same shows we cover mostly. And she does an excellent job with Byyyeee and Abby. So yeah, check out our girl Kiss My Cheeks. So she pretty much is like, Dylan, what do you mean? Like, I thought we was, and he's like, no, I get it. I love you, but I just got to keep an open mind. And so Danielle, at this point, her, if you can see somebody heart drop, hers dropped to the floor. And we saw her, the confidence that she had and the numbers that she knew she'd have Dolores. She knew she'd have, see, I told you. So Angie, I don't know if y'all talked about this when you covered this episode or not, but I was saying how people were like on Danielle's head about how she, you know, like, oh, I'm about to destroy her. This little girl don't know what she got coming. And I'm like, y'all were trying to downplay that. But it's like, if you pay attention to the outfits in the confessionals, they don't match. When they were in that scene together, sipping that tea, sitting in the chair, doing a little standoff, Danielle's confessionals were not current and had absolutely nothing to do with that scenario because she was wearing a completely different outfit. And then Gabby, what she was saying was current because she had the same outfit on. She did eat Danielle up. We 100% acknowledge that. But the confessionals just don't match. And that's what I wanted to point out to the listeners and viewers, that if you felt like she was doing too much in her confessionals only to not deliver at the table, well, those confessionals weren't exactly current. That's all.
Did she have that on in the beginning confession?
Look,
I'm over here on a search.
She had it on in the challenges. So.
Right. So that's proof right there.
So yeah, going back. So she, you know, that little whole conversation, that was a whole ordeal. But anyways, so her heart drops, and so she realizes that her numbers that she thought were solidified
going home
to get out Gabby were not necessarily there, and she knew she was in danger. Like, I believe she heard and saw Whoopi Goldberg, "You in danger, girl." She heard it. She heard it echoing through the halls of the castle. Danielle, you in danger, girl. And so she immediately goes to Brittany, like, Brittany, we gotta do something. Dylan's gonna vote me out. And she's like, what? How do you know that he just told me? And Brittany's like, what? Are you kidding me? And so Brittany like, oh my God, I gotta go get these votes. Chad, I gotta go secure these votes for Danielle, because they're gonna get my girl up out of here, and we can't have that.
Brittany went to work. Brittany could have easily just said, hey, that's a game, that's tough.
But she did not. She went working. She paced through them halls trying to find Ivor. She went through. They gave us that funny montage. She looked under every nook and cranny, under every couch. She looked in every cupboard. She looked upstairs, downstairs, bathroom, kitchen, everywhere. Could not find this man. He's sitting in the dining room eating. And so she's like pleading with him, like, Ivor, you don't think we can do Gabby? And he's like, no, it's Danielle. I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm voting for her, and you need to too, honestly. And she's like, but he's like, no, she's the traitor. And he clocked it. I'm gonna give the Royal this one thing. I'm gonna give him this one thing he ate. He said, did you not notice that all her shaking stopped during the challenge? She didn't shake one bit. She was like
Jesus. All that extra acting. Your body telling on you.
Killer in the challenges. And even Dylan picked it up. I forgot to mention too. He was like, I was watching Danielle. I told y'all, if Dylan watching, you in trouble. Because I thought we was all trying to get the seer power. But apparently, if you getting it too hard, then that means you're a traitor. Because Dylan was like, I'm watching Danielle, and she's going for this seer power as if she's a traitor and don't want nobody to be onto her and get this power.
Hey, this is the same woman that did not want safety. So why you want the seer so bad if you don't want to put your painting up?
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's exactly Angie. So he knew he was like, now this is the traitors. They gonna be going hard for this one. And Danielle, that baby, she ain't moved half all season. She could barely get out that boat when it was time to go sit on that raft. And now all of a sudden she running through the forest like Sonic the Hedgehog collecting golden rings. Like you would thought she was Mario collecting coins, going through the tunnels and everything else. Like she was just stuffing them coins in, going in. So Dylan clocked her going too hard in challenge, and Ivor clocked her not shaking no more. First of all, Ivor, why you paying attention to me? If I'm doing, don't be looking over here at me. You ain't did it all season. You did furniture.
He got to do something. He has to do something.
I'm back on it. Okay, I'm so fixated on this. I even went back and I'm like, okay, maybe what if Danielle had changed clothes, right? And just did the confessional. Maybe, right? No. I looked at her earrings. She had on completely different earrings. Everybody know women only change earrings to match the outfit. And she had on pearls at the end of the episode. And then during the confession, she had on these like black bigger whatever dramatic earrings. You don't take out the studs to put in the dramatics. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you do the opposite.
Right. So, you know what? Let us find out the traitors. Let me find out the traitors did bad editing, and this is what she wears next episode. Ooh, that's about to be a bad look.
Oh, let me look up the trailer for the next episode while y'all talking. Go ahead.
I don't think she's even in it. I
put her in it. Oh, you know what? That'd be crazy because if they did do a episode, it would show if she's still here or not. I mean, put her in the episode.
Angie said she ain't paying attention to what they have on. I mean, I'm sorry, I have to because the reason why I pay attention is solely because of Big Brother. Because I didn't realize before I was a live feature, I thought everything was chronological. I thought everything was linear. Nope. I thought everything was happening like that. And I realized after watching feeds, they would have confession or dining room sessions. I'm like, this happened 3 weeks ago. Why are we just now seeing that? Because they were that 3 weeks ago. So now I know to pay attention to the confessionals and seeing what they have on. They're not allowed to change. They have someone insurance. Are you wearing for continuity purposes? Yeah, that's why I'm saying that's why it's easy to pick out and notice when certain things are not actually happening as they feel like it's happening. Right. So that's how we know this day, whatever this day was, when Gabby had on her beautiful outfit, a lot of the confessionals that Danielle was having was not right then and there. And I think I pointed this out with Brittany last week or the week before before she became a traitor. It's the episode Carolyn got banished. Her confessionals, she had on that white and pink blazer, but then some of it she had on all black when she was talking about, I trust Danielle, this and that. I don't think she's a traitor. I can go to the end with her. I'm like, this could be just them finessing something that she said day one or that, closer to the beginning, because we know that today she has on this pink and white blazer and not on this all black. And so that's why I feel like you can somewhat sometimes tell which narrative they're trying to push based on the splicing of the confessionals. But to the average viewer, nobody's paying attention.
That is me. I am thankful to be associated with y'all because, gosh, y'all be on it. And I just be sitting there like, oh my gosh, Danielle really beefing with Gabby like that. What?
wasn't beefing with that girl like that at all.
I literally thought that they stopped the challenge and gosh dang took confessional breaks. That's crazy.
No, not at all. So Brittany's running around. She's like, I just can't. Ivor, I can't. That's my girl. I can't do it. I can't do it. That I just won't do it. We have history, like Trace mentioned earlier. I betrayed her before. I can't do it again. And so she appears to have met a dilemma. She's having a conundrum. She's expressing to Ivor her moral mountain that she cannot cross. This molehill of morality that she cannot go against this time because she's done it before. And I think that was just her setting the groundwork for like, just don't be ashamed, don't be too surprised if I vote you out, honestly, over Danielle. I mean, we didn't know she was gonna have to go that way, but just don't think it's strange if I don't vote her out. Then she goes to Dolores, like, okay, let me go make sure Dolores still on the same page, girl, because we need 3 votes to get out Gabby, or at least 3 votes. And so she goes to Dolores, and she's like, all right, Dolores, girl, Gabby, right? And Dolores is sitting back. She's like, I'm thinking Ivor, honestly.
Oh, he's cooking. Cherie level of chefing right here. I love it.
And she's like, I'm open to hear what Gabby has to say. Mm-hmm. And Brittany's like, Dolores, girl, do you not know what numbers are, what they mean? Numbers are everything at this point. And Mary said, Eli, that's not total drama.
Man, gosh, that show got me, man. There was a shark eating Owen or something like that in the middle. We just saw it, and the shark sent him with the confessional, man.
That'd be so dope if they did, though.
That would be funny. And so she's like, Dolores has lost her mind, and she's kind of at her breaking point. She's like, at this point, I don't know if I can save Danielle. And so she's a little bit stressed. Angie said, I want the Traitors to win.
Angie.
Angie said, I want the Traitors to win because I don't want Dolores to deserve that money for being stupid. Listen, hey, she on the side of the Traitors, and one of my draft picks is a traitor, so I am going to be all for Dolores's delusions. I'm here for them if they help my cause. But they get to the table, y'all. No need to keep dragging it out, because we dragged this episode out when, again, it could have been an email with how little content there was. So they get to the table, and Gabby calls out Danielle. She lists receipts, of why she thinks she's a traitor. And Danielle changes her voice up, and she's like, I understand where you're coming from, Gabby. But wouldn't that be what the Traitors are looking for? That girl next door. And she's like, yeah, been down that road, done that. And that's why we're in this lane place that we're in right now.
No personality traits. You're basing it not on the game at all, just who I am as a person. This ain't week 1. This ain't week 2. Come on, be serious.
You are not about to Nikki me, okay? You're not going to do that. And then Danielle was like, well, we got to look at how the Traitors did, how they attacked each other, and and then look at the voting. I voted out Rob twice, so I would not have done that if I was a traitor. And she's like, and so did I.
That's why I drafted her. I saw this vision this whole time. I'm sorry, shout out my draft.
Listen, that so did I. I don't know if she said so did I or I did too, but either way, she ate. She ate because Danielle was like,
she was eating. I ain't gonna even lie.
Danielle was like,
Danielle said, all my points are gone.
She said, what?
It reminded me. I can't remember the
for a minute.
The movie with Taraji in there when she was like, only because you got cornrows because you got a brother in your arm. And she like, brother on my arm, no brother on your arm. And everybody was like, oh, it was like that. She was just caught off guard. And she didn't know what to say. And she was kind of quiet after that.
What show is Gabby from again?
The Bachelor. She was the Bachelorette.
Oh, okay. Oh, she was the Bachelorette?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Is she still with her man? Did they?
No.
Oh, sorry.
She a lesbian.
And then, is she?
Did they put
or bi? But I feel like she says she's a lesbian, or she's dating women.
That's true
No,
because
at the time she was the Bachelorette or on The Bachelor, she was dating guys.
Okay,
Jeremy was
man,
like,
they need
"Oh,
to
you
do
a
a
lesbian too, pretty
bisexual.
much."
They need to do that.
In the
I would be
beginning,
tuned in.
that was her, huh? When Jeremy was in that room, he was like, "Oh, okay." I think when she revealed, that's true.
Okay.
That was like episode 1 or 2.
Come on, Gax.
So yes, thank you for bringing it up too, Angie. So when they were talking, and Danielle was like, "Come on, you gonna let me finish?" And this is what the traitors do. They talk over, and then when Gabby started, Danielle started interjecting. She's like, let me finish now.
Let me finish now. I said, "Ooh." I would you finish now. It's my turn. I said,
Gabby did not relent. She was poised. She had her arguments together. She did not let Danielle run over her, and she stood her ground. And we got to give Gabby her 10s. Gabby did an excellent job building the case against Danielle. It was based on facts, not fiction. It was based on facts, not feelings.
It was based on correct facts. I said, "Damn, Gabs. Damn, girl. Jesus."
And at that point, I was nervous because Dolores said she was gonna hear Gabby out, right? And so I'm like, "Oh Lord, what if she convinced Dolores? What if she convinced her?" And so everybody made their little points. Brittany did try to defend her just a little bit. You know, she tried to throw her little bitty pits out there to try to defend Danielle without doing too much.
Brittany said, "Gabby, you made friends and you ain't talked to none of us in the first few weeks."
Yeah, so she tried to
my clique.
Right. So she tried to throw a little suspicion on Gabby, like, you only started talking to me after the Carolyn vote. There could be traitor-like qualities. You hiding under the radar. And so that's why I think you could be a traitor.
Gabby said, "Wait, is that the one where Gabby said, okay?"
I think she did. Gabby was like, "Girl, I ain't trying to hear what you got to say. It's Danielle."
Okay.
Clayton season. Oh, Clayton. I remember Clayton.
Nah.
Ooh. Oh, my God.
Hey, shout out that little stretch of the Bachelorette.
There we go. And so
I fell off after. I hate to say it.
That's funny. So Alan's like, "Players, there's enough time for chatter. It's over. It's
Dude,
time."
you forgot that thing Dolores is saying out of nowhere. You know what? I'm just going for Tom.
Oh, or no, Ivor. Oh,
or Ivor.
Thank you,
I felt like that.
Now, where you come from, Lord Jesus? Y'all might should have banished Dolores. Girl, if we didn't need your vote, Jesus.
Right. You are so right. I forgot about it. Which is honestly a pivotal moment in the game too. So I don't know how I forgot.
The game is Dolores playing. Dolores is playing Tetris. I don't know what she playing. She playing Snake. Uno. I don't know, but she is not paying attention. Oh my God.
She's literally like gushing. You're playing Uno as a family, but you want to watch the movie, and you're just like every couple turns, everyone's like, "Hey, it's your turn." Dolores is like, "Okay, here's a wild card.
Just throw whatever."
Here's Ivor. Here's a Tom vote. Here's another Tom vote. I don't know.
She did. Okay, she did
10 weeks ago.
She said, "Oh, Ivor, I just think it's you because Bob did call you out 10 weeks ago, and I'm
10 weeks ago, bruh. That was absolutely nuts. Like, fam, is that all you got? Come on."
And so she was like, and people have mentioned under the cover radar players, and I think that could be perfectly you. Nobody's gonna vote you out. You've hidden this entire time. You're a silent assassin. So I'm just letting it be very clear. I'm voting for you tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God she had the wherewithal to say it, because had she not said it out loud, Danielle would have been gone.
Brittany said, "I'm looking at you, Danielle. Are you gonna look at me? Do you see what's happening?
Do you see me? See you? What we should see together?" And they big brother minds kicked in very quickly, because when it came to the votes, Gabby obviously voted for Danielle. Ivor obviously voted for Danielle. In a heartbreaking, gut-wrenching turn of events, but also very much expected, Dylan also voted for Danielle. And then we get to Dolores' vote, Ivor, Brittany's vote, Ivor. We was like, I know they like,
Dolores.
Huh? Did you just bring your case against Gabby?
Freaking Dolores.
And then Danielle, Ivor.
Oh, tie.
Loved it. Forced a tie. Because it's like they knew immediately when Dolores said she's doing Ivor, ain't no sense of wasting our votes on Gabby because we have to go with the numbers. We have to give Danielle a fighting chance. And so with the tie vote, Alan's like, players, you must revote. But if you do not come to a definitive decision, it will be up to chance as to who will go home. But this time in the revote, Ivor and Danielle will not vote. So they go.
What is that? Was it gonna roll a dice if they voted?
I don't know.
Didn't they say flip a coin?
Oh, flip a coin. Okay.
That's what they said.
I'm probably tripping. But it's something like that.
Well,
John Ross, flip a coin. Same thing, 50-50.
I think it's a lot of confusion because everybody thinks that Brittany's in danger, and that's why they feel like Brittany voted Danielle. She's not in danger. The chance is only between.
She's gonna be in danger if Danielle go home.
Hello, thank you, because that gets my next point.
That's where the danger coming. If Danielle leaves.
Whoa, she's in danger if Danielle leaves and she votes to keep Danielle. If she votes out Danielle, she a hero.
No, she's still in danger. Okay, so we're gonna get to that. So wait, what did Angie say to me? Ivor vote made Danielle and Brittany look guilty, but I don't think the faithfuls are that bright. No, exactly. I mean, because you switching their votes, although Brittany did prep and prime everybody, like, that's my girl. I betrayed her once. I can't do it again type deal. So she may get to do it. Yeah, so they will do it kind of like Survivor, except it will only be between Danielle and Ivor. Not everybody is up for banishment. So that's the thing. I don't know how they're going to do it, though. We're going to find out tomorrow. Because
I think it'll be broke. I don't think it's going to be a tie.
So they gave them each a chance to plead their case before they voted for the revote. Ivor was pretty much, I'm a faithful. I ain't got nothing. I don't know what to tell y'all. Y'all stupid if y'all.
That would have been me.
Y'all do what y'all want.
And Danielle was like, Dylan, I'm coming to you as a friend. I trusted you, and I just can't believe you're making a mistake.
And he was like, I voted for you, Danielle.
And an instant.
And that right there is like, girl, you only pleaded to him because you want that one little vote, because that means you a traitor. You're trying to appeal to him to keep. So they do the votes. Danielle, Dylan was like, I'm tired. I really love you, or you've been my rock in this game, Danielle. But I cannot keep going based off that. I have to play this game for myself. And he voted for her again. What did Andrew say? Please, the non-melanated girls always betray the melanated girls. Franzel, Devon, Casey, and Bailey. I think I mentioned this last episode. I was telling how you were talking about this, Angie. How they always get tricked and believing it. But I fully believe that Brittany is not going to betray her. I 1000% believe it. For whatever reason, I think she's locked in this time. Alan? I think Alan's implications, everyone is up for elimination. No, he said it. He specifically said that it was between Danielle and Ivor if they were both possible tie. So that's why, like, it's not going to be between everybody. He specifically said Danielle and Ivor. I mean, I'm almost 99% sure he said that.
Listen, this is
screaming. She said Danielle's already flying back up. Mary, bye.
This is what I think. Okay, so we'll find out if I'm right or wrong, but maybe I'm right. Probably right. So I do think Brittany is gonna vote Ivor out. Right? Yes. I think Ivor is gonna go home, but I think we are one episode short, and even once Danielle makes it, if she's at the end, it's an automatic. There's no way they're not gonna vote for her, especially Ivor when he reveals I'm a faithful. They're gonna be like, dang, well, we done tried so many times, we gotta get Danielle. So honestly, I don't think Danielle's going home in this banishment, but I do think she's going home at the end.
I think that
it's too much.
I think the interesting thing is, and of course to lay the groundwork a little bit, where Brittany ends up getting caught up is Dolores, like during the voting process, just keeps looking over at Danielle. Like Brittany's just, what's Dolores doing? Because I feel like Brittany, if she's the only one that doesn't vote for Danielle, and Danielle goes and says she's a traitor, I don't care. Her game's done, in my opinion, because there's no clear traitor on traitor moment. Like in the past traitor banishments, there's a traitor on traitor. And with that not being the case, and y'all continuing the game, you almost have to vote out the girl that had Danielle's back if there's not traitor on traitor. And so she's basing everything on Dolores, and Dolores is just looking over and looking over.
The next person in line that is in deep trouble after Danielle is Byyyeee. So
is it though?
Is it though? So I think so.
Okay.
Specifically, go ahead.
So hold on. Let me address Angie's point real quick, because Angie said if it's not everybody in danger, they should change it. Because why would I change my vote if I'm not in danger? I 100% agree. If there's a tie, everybody should be at stake at that point, because it's like, why would I change my vote if I know I'm going to be safe no matter what, and it's going to be between the two people?
So I do what I want.
I think it would add more risk to it. So I guess it's kind of leading to Angie's second point about the traitors having a number. So the reason why I think that Byyyeee also voted to keep Danielle is because even in the event that we don't know what Dolores voted, right? We don't know what she voted. Although I definitely think she voted Ivor, because I saw her make that line when she wrote, and Danielle ain't got a letter.
Did they reveal it?
No.
But at the watching her hand move.
Oh yeah, she did. They did,
because that's when Byyyeee made the face, because it's like, oh, Britney's voting out, or Byyyeee was saying in her diary room confessional, oh, Dolores voted out Danielle. Gosh dang it. And then reveal the vote, jaw drop. Oh, that's cinema.
So it makes it seem, because she's having this dilemma, like, do I vote her out, or to that trying to stay under the radar, or do I betray her again, or do I just stick with her? They cut it off Britney's vote. But I think, I think the reason why I believe that Byyyeee also kept Danielle is because even if Danielle goes home, she is going to be at risk, because that gives Gabby, Ivor, and Dylan the numbers. They're not voting out Dolores at the last banishment. They're voting her out.
Listen, and Dylan not going nowhere.
Gabby not going nowhere. Those three are naturally going to be like, between Dolores and Byyyeee, who's likely to be a traitor? So no matter what, it's in her best interest to keep Danielle there, because with Danielle there, they have the numbers now. It's 3 versus 2, Gabby and Dylan, and they get to run away with the game. They get to choose which of the two go home, and then when they get down to the fire, they get to pretty much take out the last 2 people in the game and win the game together. Byyyeee does not make it to the end if Danielle goes home. It's why I believe she voted for.
I agree with that.
To stay.
Yeah.
And that's how I see it. Because
so it's like she ain't got nothing to lose.
She ain't got nothing to lose. And
she gotta play, she gotta take the chance and keep her.
You gotta take the chance. So no matter if Danielle, if Dolores went kooky and voted Danielle out, still I gotta make sure give her some kind of chance to stay in the game. So
because to give me a chance.
Shoot. To give me a chance, right. Because she doesn't last. She goes home next. If Danielle goes, Britney's out the door behind her.
But y'all don't think that I don't know, because Dylan and Gabby have been at odds, and I know we've seen kind of the shift where Dylan's like, oh, maybe I need to look in other directions. Listen. But you think in the end he's gonna still say, oh, I'm riding to the end with Gabby and Ivor? Like I see people like him flipping.
He's definitely gonna ride with Ivor, and whatever Ivor says, I believe.
The only way, so if it just happens to be that Byyyeee goes to the end, right? I think the only way, the only thing that could maybe even save her just a smidget, which I don't think is gonna happen, because yes, I think Dylan is gonna take Ivor, Ivor's gonna take Dylan for sure. Is they're saying, y'all, they could turn it on Gabby. We already know how the trend goes. A traitor goes after a traitor. And who was coming hard at the last table? that's at this point, that's literally the only argument I think that would even click in their heads a little bit.
Yeah.
But
But
chances
then
are
too,
happen.
the chances are low also because
Low.
what if Dylan start to remember that conversation he had with Derek? Derek told him that Rob was a traitor and that Brittany might be a traitor.
That's the reason why I say Brittany is next, regardless, because it's literally going in order. You said Rob would, so it's like worst case scenario. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let me just take a shot. Brittany's the only other traitor that I heard in this castle that's had any even a little bit of smoke, after Danielle. So yeah.
So
and we know Daniel likes to gamble. He proved that this episode.
So we know exactly, Angie. We still got to see the Sears twist. So that's another reason why I don't believe Danielle's not going. She's not going because she wanted to see her power.
Nah, I think so too.
Hey, all they got to do if Danielle goes home, pass that seer down to Brittany.
Yeah.
Brittany uses a seer on Dylan. Says Dylan's a traitor. Dylan goes.
Or Gabby.
You do that?
Yeah.
She can lie. She can lie.
Oh, I thought you had to tell the truth. Oh no, the person getting asked had to lie. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was.
But yeah, I just looked it up.
Exactly.
Alan said.
That's what I said. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alan did say, in the case of a tie, your fate will be decided by chance. So
yeah,
whether that's a coin flip, whether it's whatever, they'll do something extravagant.
Let's go to rocks.
I said whatever method they choose, they had better make it clear because people are gonna be, oh, y'all cheated for Danielle, y'all cheated for Danielle, and all that. Like, please. First of all,
you know what I'm gonna be? You know what I'm gonna be? Helen Keller.
Can we talk about
Helen Keller?
These people on Twitter, like they are really like, I'm so sick of this. Danielle, besides y'all have went beyond. She's the worst traitor now. Y'all now she's awful person. She's manipulating Dylan's feelings and making him using these tears.
As she should. It's a game. We are not playing the game of life, fam.
This is traitors. If y'all can't stomach a little deception, a little fake tears, manipulating somebody, a little swearing, although I would never do it, swearing on people's grandkids and whoever else when they firstborn, y'all need to go watch PBS Kids and watch the Teletubbies play patty cake.
Listen, I had this conversation. With Steve. I said, Steve, if I went on Traitors and I swore on you and the kids and I'm lying, would you care? He said, you going there for a check, right? He said, swear. Get the check. Easy. Get the check. Simple. Like, now you gonna think of they don't have cancer and one of my kids don't have a third leg. Like I ain't doing none of that. But I swear on my family.
Because y'all want this to be Sesame Street so bad.
It's called out of all the it's called Traitors, fam.
I feel like people don't want Sesame Street. They just want their one person that they love to do what Danielle's doing.
Yes, almost. Exactly. And quiet as it's kept, if y'all Queen Carolyn would be doing the same thing, which she did, but they try to manipulate Dylan. Like, oh, I've been bullied in the past, and it kind of feels like similar situation, and I'm not being believed. Y'all didn't say nothing about her trying to emotionally manipulate him, but now Danielle's doing it, and now it's a problem. And
I do somewhat get the fans' perspective in terms of how it's been edited. Mm-hmm. Where I'm not saying Danielle was edited to be a villain, but she was edited to be scrutinized. We had people early on saying, Boston Rob saying, oh, she's crying way too much. She's a horrible traitor. And that's been pushed and it's been pushed. And then it's like, wait, her antics actually worked. They got out the right people. Mm-hmm. The people that knew she was a traitor. Gosh, there's a list of people that said, oh, I know she's a traitor.
She did.
But guess what? She got them out.
Carolyn is playing the victim. And another issue, too, that I've had with Carolyn online is she's fed into the narrative that Danielle cheated. She kind of alluded that she cheated and told Brittany that she was a traitor. She alluded to that fact. And the Traitors production, they had to come out and say, like, there's no way she cheated. We watch these people every day in their room or they at the game, and we watch everything and hear everything they say. That is completely false. No one was told.
Traitor probably cheating too. No, just playing.
So it's like
they the one that told her to tell her. No, just playing.
So it's like the fact that she would even feed into that narrative is really insidious.
It's crazy.
Because you know how people are coming at her for no reason. and you allowing your fans to do that over a silly game. Danielle pulled it in, hating on Carolyn because she would have never been clocked if Danielle did not put her name out there. That is true.
Oh, I'm gonna be real. Anything that Carolyn said against Danielle, like being against her, it's warranted. Once you said my name, you are on my list. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So the beef that Carolyn has with Danielle is very warranted, but unfortunately, that beef is outside the house.
Yeah, like you lost, the game is over. Let's leave it. So yeah, they're just taking it too far. This Twitter people, this hate that she getting is beyond this game show. It's looking a little misogynist, but hey, we're gonna leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna leave it at that because it's too much. It's a game. Chill, fam. It ain't that big a deal. But cliffhanger, we still need to see what the Seer Power gonna do. We don't know who been banished, although my money's on Ivor. And we need to figure out who's gonna win this thing. My money, I feel like Big Brother is gonna bring this one home, y'all. We need it.
Same, Angie.
We need it. Yeah.
Shoot, it is painfully obvious it's gonna be Dolores and Ivor. It's
Maris, because we talk a lot. We be running our mouths.
Yes, we stressed that thing out, huh? We could have been done in 35 minutes.
Even though we talked about poop for 5 minutes, but hey,
what were we done in 30 minutes? Gosh darn, you should go back.
We could have been done.
Cut this up.
Yeah, let's not.
Angie got beef.
Angie on her channel, she been talking about how dumb these staples are.
Nah.
Wait. An honest question: has Dolores voted for a traitor yet? Did she vote for Bob the drag queen?
Oh, we have to go back and look at that.
Oh, you know what? That'd be ultimate strategy. Did nothing right the whole season.
I also said,
what if faithful ever?
What if Dolores know that Danielle's a traitor and believes Danielle to be a traitor, but she like, I'm rich. Danielle, let her win this money for her grandkids. I just play stupid for this whole time. I'll let her win. That's my girl.
I ain't gonna lie. I would do that too. Like if I had money like that, I'd be like, let me get my girl to the end.
Yeah, because she's a gamer. She likes shows like this. Where's she from? Housewives. I'm from a Housewives. I ain't here to play. I'm not a gamer. I got money.
Got money.
Let my girl win. So I'm gonna just be the
Angie, bro. Angie is hilarious. Nah, she dumb.
Both can be true.
Can be true, baby.
That's true too. Rich people do love extra money, so you ain't lying. So she might just be dumb. But I think Dolores is gonna be in that final. I think Ivor's going home. Gabby will be the last person banished. They go to the circle of truth. Everybody but Dylan may try to stop the game because Dylan may feel like Danielle is a traitor and he wants to stop, but he will get outvoted and taken out. It will be Danielle, Brittany, and Dolores. They will vote to stop the game. Dolores will be blindsided when Brittany and Danielle reveal to be traitors and win the game.
Cinema.
Wait, say that last part again.
Dolores is dumb and extra time and votes to stop the game despite there being 2 traitors.
Yeah.
So who do you think wins it?
Brittany and Danielle. I said so. Okay. Ivor goes home. Gabby is banished, the last banished person, and she doesn't reveal if she's a traitor or not because they're not doing that. So that's up in the air. Dylan, Brittany, Danielle, and Dolores go to the final 4 circle of truth.
And then
they vote to stop, except for Dylan. Dylan still believing Danielle to be a traitor, probably votes to continue banishing, trying to convince everybody that Danielle's a traitor, potentially. Doesn't work, obviously. He's the one that's banished because they gotta vote somebody at that point. He gets voted out. It's the 3 women left. They vote to stop the game. Danielle and Brittany reveal they're traitors. They win.
We will see.
We will see. That's all we got, y'all. We've been here too long. Don't make no sense. Hour and 15 for this half a second episode that had nothing, a minuscule amount of content. But that's what we do at the entertaining group chat. We can make one. We can, turn lemons to lemonade over here. Okay, and we make it work.
Hey.
But if that's it, if no other questions,
Oh, I have one thing to say. My absolute favorite show right now, besides Traitors, of course,
don't you mention
is Paradise. Paradise. The finale is tonight. And if you aren't watching it because we already got a season 2, and I really, really, really want a season 3 before even season 2 starts. So watch it. Okay.
No, don't listen to none. She said they ain't paid to Paradise. Pay us. We ain't promoting nobody's show.
Wait. Is this show paying us?
Is a little bit.
Oh yeah, technically right.
I'm not seeing it. You know what?
Just a couple dollars.
Let me find out. Let me find out.
Y'all have a good night. Thank you so much for the people in the chat. We appreciate you. Thanks for stopping. Y'all have a wonderful week. We'll see y'all back Wednesday night for Survivor 48, episode 2. And then, of course, we'll see what goes down on the finale and the reunion.
And Thursday. Don't forget to mark your calendars. March 23rd is my birthday. Thank you. Don't forget.
It's my month. It's still my month.
Anyways, y'all have a good night.
Bye.